Welcome to Plan Resource Management. We have started a section, a knowledge area which is related to resources. Here we are actually planning about the resources that we need on our project to deliver. As usual, all planning processes will take the guidance from organization process assets and will use the standard templates if available. This is one of those areas where organization will influence rather more on your project than you can influence the organization. The other one is would be a procurement. So because how the organization is dividing the resources, who is managing the resources, how they are hiring the resources, what are they requiring the process, what are their reward and recognition processes, all these will be you will be taking most of it for your project and maybe a little bit of adaptation here and there. So here, obviously, standard templates will be using for the hiring of resources, creating project paradigm plan, resource breakdown, structure, Raki chart. All those we will be needing, and then we will be tailoring them as per our requirement. Plan resource management is the process of defining how to estimate, acquire, and manage and use the physical and human resources. So we are here talking of both resources. Project resource management section focuses on subset of stakeholders. So the stakeholder, I am a stakeholder of a project if I'm a project manager. You are a stakeholder of a project, you are part of a project management team. Sponsor, suppliers, subcontractors, direct end users, key users, managers, they all are stakeholders. And obviously, we will go into these details when we set the stakeholder. But it's a subset of the stakeholder because our team is also a stakeholder, either because we are either influencing or sometimes we will be influenced by them. So we will be identifying the project team. We will be looking into the reporting relationship. Who is reporting to whom? Who will be doing what work? Obviously, this is a planning. So we have to make sure that the planning remains unbiased, the project remains unbiased. I as a project manager, I as manager at some of some team should be following the same procedure and the processes that as any other manager is doing, so that people wouldn't complain, so that people would not feel that his or her team is not getting the same benefit from what others are getting. So we'll be looking at the reporting relationships, roles and responsibilities. So this is all what is happening when we'll be looking at. So influencing, as I told you, influence resource management will be rather most influenced by the organization structure, team environments and politics. What does HR do? What is the power of the employees? Communication demand, what type of communication we have. Obviously, all these will go into the detail. Do we have a simple communication model? Do we have a feedback communication model? How do they want us to communicate? Through email, through social computing tools? How all these things happen is what will influence our project. This is an organization structure. This is an organization culture. And then organization change, cultures and politics. So we will have a resources. They have roles and responsibilities. They have competencies. Some of them have authorities. And these three things will create the team within for us. Roles and responsibilities and competencies. So I know the roles and responsibilities. I know the role or position that I'm looking at. Then I need to match the competencies. And obviously, some of us, like if I'm a project manager, so I have some authority on the project. Resource management plan contains the plan to resource management processes and associated tools and techniques. It's a component of project management plan and guide how to resource should be categorized. We need to identify human, physical in terms of equipment, material, and then allocated them properly in the categorized way or a category that we have created, and then we have to release them. So the team management plan will be identifying all the human resources that we need on our project. We will be identifying how we need to acquire them, to know what is the size of the team that we are working with, how we are going to identify what roles and responsibilities we have. We will create the resource management plan, resource management like baselines, actuals, etc, EACs, and deviations. So this is all what we require. An organization chart, as we have an organization chart, we will have a project chart. So project organization chart will help us to help us selling the idea that what kind of a team we have, because it's a visual tool, and we all understand that the diagram speaks, picture speaks 1,000 words. So this visualization will happen. Resource, and then we have obviously a resource management, physical resource management plan, which will tell us that what kind of equipment specification and we require, and on what dates we require, and for how long we require. So resource management plan, at the end, resource management plan deals with both team, human and physical, and it also deals with internal and external, all kind of stake. Thank you very much for your time. We'll see you in the next.